Come on, Mika. Number 1 female. Come on, girls, this way. 8 minutes from the leaders, 2 kilometers away from the water station. We are at the bottom of Batur in Songan. The first runner are already coming. Timo is still ahead. We're still together with Furoki. Now is a heartbeat. We are gonna show right at the bottom of the tough climb. Okay, the 600 meters, 700 meters elevation climb. Coming out. They already did a few hundred meters. In the fields. You can see the lake down there. Abong is in the clouds. Songan just behind. And Timo and Foraki, you know, climbing, walking up.
Yeah, if anybody is wondering, this is of course the voice of Vincent Chalia, who is one of the co-organizers of the Batur Trail Challenge. And he is kind enough to assist us today with this video footage.
Quite a few people here. So that is the Weas tree right here at the bottom. People have a little bit of food, some marshmallows.
Oh, this nice view.
It's a fantastic view. I actually climbed this mountain myself in June.
Exactly.
It's a fantastic course, this one. This year, the organizers of Bali trail running, they had to shorten the course to 30 kilometers, of course, still because of the global pandemic situation, which is also still very much ongoing in Indonesia.
Yeah, for 30 kilometer with this kind of elevation gain, I think 1,020, 30 meter is quite difficult. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine.
In any case, it's a difficult course.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is Timo Kilbert, who is in the lead, and he's of course very familiar with this mountain. Earlier this year, he also did an Everesting challenge.
Everything all right?
Gunung Batur.
Yeah. Yes. All good. You have another Weas just right here, you know. So Johnny was 3 minutes behind you, you know, the last time I saw you. Come on.
Cool.
Timo Kilbert is one of those runners who has been improving steadily over the past few years since he started trail running in Indonesia. Early in his, let's say, trail running career, he was a top 10 runner in a well-packed field.
Good job, Mikio. Japanese, represent.
And this is still the Japanese runner who, if I'm not mistaken, is Fuminori Kondo. Based in Jakarta, he is one of the local legends of the Panisan Hill in Sentul. And both runners are quite far ahead, relatively far ahead, that is of course from after 20 kilometers or so. But most likely these two will be contesting the victory today. Mount Batur is one of the best known mountains in Indonesia actually for hikers and holiday makers. It's a relatively easy ascent from one way up.
Okay, after a quick stop.
The other way up of Mount Batur is a little bit tougher and more technical. But most holiday makers have an ascent of Gunung Batur in their program. We can see there that the top runners Fuminori Kondo and Timo Kilbert are proceeding to the summit of Mount Batur closely after one another. We have actually a pretty good field here in this race. Also in the women's, we have Shinny Patricia, who is of course a very well-known runner from Indonesia, but also from Southeast Asia and Asia in general. She was running in second place earlier on. We have not been able to identify the leader
Kalau ada
in the
yang muncul,
first
tahu
stream
saya.
that we got. Maybe we will see it later on here on this summit. Shini Patricia Mark, of course, was also the winner of Cameron Ultra the last time it was held in 2019 in Malaysia.
Biasanya sepi di sini.
Yes.
So
Wow.
you can see,
Seriously
what they
again.
have available for you.
Oh, look at the food
Banana,
here.
potato,
All these checkpoints.
mangoes, oranges,
And
some active water,
water station
Yeah.
too. Cool.
a little bit of bread.
So while we are waiting for the next runner, Mark, can you maybe tell us a little bit more about MMTF,
Ada.
the preparations for MMTF?
Okay, somebody's coming.
So,
Going on the other side
alright, for the MMTF,
check.
the organizer has been checking all
Who's
the,
coming. Should
especially
be
on the
Johnny Q.
SOP and so on.
Yep.
So they have
one.
completely done on the Ricky part, the
Orang Hong Kong.
route part. Okay. So what we can see, we'll be expecting more runners to come in on the Friday. So all what I've been told by Eugene, he's been settling all with the government, with all the stakeholder and all the agencies related to MMTF. So it's a good to go. It's good to
Jam
go.
berapa mereka lewat?
Okay, that's great. Still 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Will also be the Malaysia Trail Master Championships here, championship race,
Berapa mereka
I should
lewat
say.
Timo lewat?
Mhm.
So it's kind of a
Championship
winner
race.
takes all race
Cuma
for
1
the
minit
best
aja.
Malaysian-based runner.
Climb there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see how some of these well-known runners like Mohamed Afindi, Hisashi Kitamura, Wilson
Oh,
Singh
you can see another
will
runner
fare
coming
Yes.
after
in the back.
almost 2 years of inactivity.
Exactly. We can't wait to see all the elite runners be eyeing with them.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. In the meantime, we are still waiting for the next runners.
Siapa namanya? Mika.
Mika.
Semangat Mika. Sini.
One of the disadvantages, ladies and gentlemen, of course, of not being able to be on the field is that it's a bit harder to recognize runners, and especially
4 minutes behind the leaders.
in the situation as we have right now, with
Yeah, where's here?
1.5 years of no races, more or less. There's a lot of new faces. We also
Number 3,
noticed this at the start
4,
of this
5, 6,
event.
7, 8.
And also, there's a lot of people who actually are more into obstacle racing and who have decided to give this race a try, also just to stay in
Time
shape,
between the
of
leaders,
course.
you know, and
Because
the
just
first
as
10
with
runners
trail
are
running,
not
there
that
have
big.
also not been any obstacle races in most
They didn't manage
parts
to
of
create
Asia.
a long enough lead. Just go around toward the car. And you have another water station just here. You are 5 minutes behind the leaders. That's halfway. Yeah, this way, this way, this way. Go toward the car. Go around here. Come on, Javier. Enjoy. That's gonna be the heartbeat now.
This is footage of the race pack collection that was taking place yesterday. So as I was saying, so there are 3 starting waves, and each of them, I believe, had about 150 runners, or probably a bit less, but that was on the start list.
Yeah, I can see all the runners are signing all the waiver participants.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow,
Fantastic drone shots.
this is another view. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the most beautiful parts of Bali, if you ask me. And of course, Gunung Batur is the most accessible mountain, but you also have Gunung Agung, which is, yeah, and here we are again. So
Mhm.
it was a bit loud for a second. Gunung Agung is a mountain of more than 3,000 meters. There have actually been races on that mountain as well in the past. But trail running in Bali is not like in Java, right? So there's relatively
Yeah.
few races. Races come and go all the time. There's very little consistency. But before the pandemic started, there were quite a few organizers very keen to start a new tradition of trail running in Bali, and we all hope that this new tradition will begin in 2022 now.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, we have some nice footage here from the air, from our drone, of the start of one of the waves, of the main wave with all the protagonist runners in Kintamani.
Awesome. Cool.
This is still from another angle. This will also be a great tool in Taiping in 2 weeks, Mark.
Yep.
Roads were
I can
still
see
wet,
some.
as I was saying. Yeah, it was raining
Yep.
a lot yesterday.
Exactly. I can see all my runners here in Malaysia. I keep on training for preparing for MMTF now.
Okay. Yeah. Are they allowed to enter the park? Because I heard that the park was closed last week, I
Yeah,
believe.
correct. Most of the park in Malaysia are closed due to rainy season, but I think they will open for purpose on the MMTF event. Yeah, they will open for it.
They will open again. Okay.
Or
Yep.
fifth. Here is the first female.
All right, and we're just in time now, again live
Number 4.
from Kintamani
Awesome.
for the first female runner.
Timori is with Johnny.
Let's see who it is.
The first female, number 15.
Number 15 for the first
MJ,
female at
MJ.
CP1.
Okay, here we have the first female runner in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What's
You
a,
first female,
what's a
and
bib?
you 13 minutes behind the male leaders.
What's a bib number? I cannot see. Oh,
I haven't seen anyone running.
It's a blonde girl. I also could not see the bib number. I'm afraid I have no
Yeah.
clue who
First
it is.
female
New face.
getting to the third water station.
I try to look on this rest list.
Yeah.
Wendy, number 14.
Shindy Patricia is in this race. She's been training consistently throughout
15 minutes behind the leaders.
throughout the corona pandemic. We can see that on Instagram
Number
all
15,
the time.
number 16, 17, 18.
But at
Waiting
present,
for
she is not in the
Cindy,
leading position.
The
Shindy
second
Patricia,
female.
of course, suffered a lot from injury
Not
in
sure if it's her down there.
2018, 2019.
Salamika.
Okay.
« 15 minutes derrière Timo et Miko.
I think
Johnny est quatrième.
there is...
Ayo, ayo. Semangat. Nomor 16. 15 menit.
Nomor 16.
17e, Gabi. 15 minutes derrière Timo.
Vincent is also multilingual,
c'est
of
maintenant qu'elles vont te
course,
servir, les
originally
guitars.
from France, living in Bali already for many, many years.
Ah ouais.
And you can speak a lot
That's
of
what
language.
happened in the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been expecting
Ayo, ayo.
one of these
Semangat.
trail runner. This is male runner, I think.
16
Eh,
menit di
not
belakang Timo.
not only one. I think it's two. This guy, I forgot this guy name. One is John. One is John lately, and then the other one is we call it Man. So I've been eyeing for these two guys. The other one guy is he won Putrajaya 100 km champion last time. So
I
he'll
see the
be
single
attending
female.
this MMTF.
Oops,
He's
sorry,
a
the
local
fingers.
runner. So I've been expecting to see him and his friend going for MMTF lah. A couple of
Okay.
weeks back, they went to Merapoh for a trail run, for a trial test run. So I've been observing them. They've been actively training, collecting all the mileage, collecting all the elevations. Yeah, we see how it goes.
From Madian.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see this new local trail runner, which for me is a potential lah.
Okay. And do you have any insight into what Tahira Naminisa is doing? She's also on Strava quite active, but we also see her
Yes.
cycling a lot. Are you aware of
Yes.
any trail running ambitions that she might have for the coming months?
Maybe yes. I observe also this Tahira quite aggressive on her training as well, but mostly on cycling and running. Yeah, we see it because it's very interesting to see Tahira back on trail since she's been quite inactively in trail for now.
Ini ada Wes satu lagi.
Maybe she's focused on her family or so ever. When she's back in MTF, it might be a surprise for other runners lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're switching to
Yeah, I can see it's like around 16 kilometer. Yeah, correct. It's the highest peak here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is indeed. It's the highest peak of this race for sure. Yeah, it's all around Mount Batur. This
But
race,
Yeah.
the Batur Trail Challenge.
cool.
No runner in sight yet.
Wow. It's a bit cold, I think there. So you can see all the foggy, all this part. Oh, you can see all the
Second
you can see the
female.
female runners. Oh, second female runners.
Not too far
Yeah.
behind, not too far
This is the
behind.
second female indeed, and that is
Less than
Shindy
10 minutes
Patricia.
behind.
So
Less than, I would say like 8 minutes behind.
she's quite a
And
few
Timo
minutes
is 20
behind, but
minutes-
still
20
second place
minutes
is never
You have a
bad.
West
And
Water
she's still
Station
running
here.
even uphill. She's
Yeah,
of course
she's
very
running.
strong. Shindy is
Ça va.
always very strong in the
C'est qui?
mountains.
Ah,
Yeah,
ça y est.
yeah.
Bah, maintenant, je te connais. Ça va? Ouais, pas mal. Je pense que tu es dans le top 20. Wouhou!
And we have three interviews ready for you, and that's interviews first of all with Novita Wulandari from Bandung. That will be in Bahasa, so maybe Mark, you can take a good listen and tell us a little bit more later what Novita will be telling us. Then we also have Lilian Banzon, and that's a Filipino lady who has been living in Bali since just over a year. She's actually a triathlete, if I'm not mistaken, and an elite triathlete in Southeast Asia, who's giving trail running a try. And then we also have a chat with Alex Collins, the physician, physicist teacher in Jakarta. So let's start first with Novita.
Novita, sure, cool. Okay.
Hi guys, we are with Novi Taulandari from Bandung. She's probably one of the favorites in tomorrow's race, even if it's not really the format that she enjoys. So we're gonna do this in Bahasa Indonesia. Novi, selamat datang di Bali.
Ya,
Pertama kali ikut lari di Batur?
yes, betul.
Yes, belum pernah muncak di situ.
Sama sekali belum.
Sama sekali, so,
That's
semuanya
the first
terbaru
time.
ya.
Ya.
First time running on the Batur.
Oke,
the first time
race-nya cantik.
experience.
Sebelumnya kita obrol sebentar, terus Mbak kasih tahu saya biasanya suka lari yang panjang. Apakah Mbak latihan sebentar untuk lomba yang lebih pendek?
What's his training
Atau
for
cuma biasa
preparation
aja?
for this Batur challenge?
Saat ini sih ya saya mencoba untuk lomba yang pendek karena
Ya.
biasanya saya menjauhi lomba yang
So,
jarak pendek
normally
Ya.
karena memang bukan strength
She race on
saya
the
Yeah.
gitu.
shorter distance.
Okay.
She never tried to
Terus
go long
biasanya
distance.
ikut lomba yang di atas 100,
Ya.
kira-kira 100 ya.
Ya.
So, apa bedanya antara latihannya untuk 100 kilo
So what's the
dengan
difference
100
between
dengan di bawah 100 kilo
trail,
atau
I
lomba
mean like the
seperti
long distance and the
30
shortest
kilo?
training?
Perbedaannya untuk latihan mungkin di mileage weekly-nya
Iya.
dan kuantitatif dan kualitas latihannya juga berbeda pasti.
Iya.
Gitu
Oke.
aja sih. Sisanya pasti sama.
Ya, lari lebih cepat tapi pendek.
Ya, betul.
Ya.
So what he do is she runs more slower, but it's
besok
more
itu masalahnya
faster
di
compared to the
Bali,
distance that she ran on a longer
karena ada
trail.
banyak orang luar ya yang tinggal di sini. Itu yang saya pikir besok akan sulit prediksi siapa yang akan menang karena ada orang dari triathlon,
So
ada orang
there's a lot
dari
of
Spartan,
participants
ada
coming
orang dari
in for the Batur challenge. So
olahraga
there's
yang
be like
lain-lain yang
different background.
lumayan
There's
kuat juga
triathlete,
ya.
there's
So
pentathlon,
harapan
there have this
Mbak
all
untuk
elite
besok
runners.
gimana?
So what's her expectation on this Batur challenge?
Enjoy aja, enjoy aja.
She just
Tapi
said
kalau
just
kabut
enjoy
ada
the
view
race.
gimana?
There's nothing to cash about.
Ya, saya pikir saya nikmati aja dulu perjalanannya.
Nikmati aja ya.
Ya.
Kalau misalnya kompetitor pasti akan banyak
Ya.
persaingan.
She said competitor will be
Orang asing itu
there,
pasti cepet-cepet
but
speednya.
I will focus
Jadi,
and
Ya,
she
tapi
said he'll be like enjoying the
pikiran
race.
saya kalau orang dari Spartan atau triathlon mereka tidak biasa lari di dalam technical
Technical,
seperti
ya.
itu ya.
Betul.
Terus lomba ini di luar 1,8 kilo di
So
akhirnya
normally this
tanjakan
triathlete,
yang
this
terakhir
pentathlon, they have different type of
5
skill
kilo
set,
sebelumnya
but
lumayan
now
teknik.
it's trail.
Ya.
So
Terus akan
we are talking different
naik
type
atau
of
tidak turun
skills
tapi
here.
teknik di lava di
So
belakang lava
different
itu
technique,
teknik
maybe
batu-batu
different,
semua ya. So, mereka pasti akan
try it.
kesulitannya. So itu
Apalagi kalau dikasih hujan ya.
ya. Tapi kalau kasih hujan lebih enak, Mbak. Kalau di sini tidak ada angin ya. Kalau hujan enak. Kalau sudah hujan
There's
panas
normally
sekali.
raining here, but there's no
Karena
wind here.
batunya hitam ya. Kalau kena
So the
matahari.
stones are a bit tougher,
So, yeah.
so
So, saya
making the
terima
trails
kasih,
being
Mbak Novi.
difficult.
Ya.
Saya harap besok bisa naik podium ya. Insya Allah ya.
it's good.
Selamat ya. Makasih banyak, Mbak.
Right, cool.
I'm here with Ayan Benzon. She's a Filipina.
Yes.
She's been living in Bali for over a year. She's from Manila and she's a triathlete. She's been on the amateur scene in the Philippines and she's been doing really good. You know, she managed to qualify for the World Series in Nice, France, and she's here with us and she's gonna run tomorrow. You know, so Ayan, thank you for joining us. You know, we are very happy, you know, to have a wide range of different people joining this race. So, is it your first trail race?
First of all, thank you for organizing this
Oh,
good
yeah.
event, especially at
It's
this
my wife,
time.
you know, it's not me, you know, I'm sorry.
Your
you know.
team. It's not my first trail race. I've done a couple of trail runs in the Philippines, but it's my first trail race here in Indonesia, I would say. I did help out some friends that did the Everesting also here in
All right,
Batur,
yeah,
like
Timo,
this guy,
yeah.
Timo and
Yeah.
Henny.
Yeah, all right, cool.
But it's not my race.
Yeah.
But I just like try to.
You did some few up and downs.
Yeah.
You did the 8,000?
No, I helped out, I think, the last few hours with Henny.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So you see, you know, I mean, she's a triathlete, obviously, you know, she came all the way to Kintamani, you know, on her own bike.
Yeah. Cycled this morning, racing tomorrow.
Morning.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you prepare specifically for that race a little bit? You know, did you change anything in your schedule, in
yeah.
your routine?
Well, I tried to do a lot of different things and workouts. Mostly a lot of cycling, but the past few weeks I tried to run a little bit more than my usual, just so my legs get used to
Yeah.
like the motion of running. Trail will be so much different tomorrow, so just let's see how it goes.
You know, to be honest with you, you know, I find it so exciting because it's unpredictable. You know, I mean, there is
Yeah.
so many good athletes that are coming here with different background. You know, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, I saw a couple of girls that are joining, and some of my friends also are really good runners.
Yes.
But some of them are road, so it would be fun to see how they do in this trail.
Yes.
And I saw the preview. It's a mix of a little bit of road, but downhill and or uphill.
Uphill, yeah.
It's not flat.
Yeah.
Flat is black lava, which is like loose gravel.
Yeah, it's very technical actually.
Yeah.
It's very technical.
A mix of different
if I have a
things.
small, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
thing to tell you, you know, look for the big stones.
Okay.
Look
Thank
for the
you.
big stone because
That
the
would
big
help.
stone don't move.
Okay. Thank
small
you so
stone would-
much. I needed that.
And the other advice I could give you, you know, is on a uphill, don't stay in the sand. Stay on the
Okay.
stone. So stay on
Okay.
the side of the path. So I give you
Yes.
two very good trail running
I will-
advice. I hope you can
Yes.
make good use of it tomorrow, you know.
I will keep it in mind. I really need
Yeah.
all the help I can get right now.
And here we are, at last. Sorry for the interruption. Fantastic footage here, actually. Look at this.
Awesome. Yeah.
Going into the descent of Mount Batur. We are waiting for the next runner. I think that was that could have been Fumino Rikondo. So Timo Kilbert must have already gone through the summit at this point. He was in the lead earlier on. The scenery or the view from Mount Batur is a little bit disrupted, as you can see.
Exactly.
In general, right?
Should be no problem.
And in the meantime, I see somebody coming into the top, but unfortunately it is not coming on the screen.
Yeah.
Somebody just passed the summit this more, but Singlo seems to be not strong enough to actually make it to the into the broadcast.
Alright, welcome to the BTR Challenge 2021. So we have with us a runner here, Alex, and I believe you live in Jakarta.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
My name's Alex. I'm a physics teacher in Jakarta. I've been living here for just over a year. I do a fair bit of running, but nothing like what we're going to do tomorrow anyway. 30k and the trail run is quite a lot for me, so I tend to be more of a 10 kilometre on the flat kind of person.
Okay, so how did you find out about the BTR Challenge?
I found out from a friend of mine who's actually running here tomorrow as well. So he does a bit of trail running, and he seems to be involved in some of the kind of running community over here. And he told me he was coming along, and I thought it sounded like a good opportunity, because I've come here to this part of Bali before on a holiday, and I always thought I wanted just to climb the mountain Batur. Okay, yes please, do regards to this.
It's dinner time.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Can we edit this out?
Now part of the fun.
What was I saying? Yeah, and I always quite fancied just walking up this mountain as well, but didn't. When last time I came, my kids were very small here, and I couldn't take them. So I'm quite looking forward to going up the mountain bit. I know that's the bit that looks the worst, but if I have to walk, I have to walk. But I'm going to try and run as much as I can.
So you mentioned kids. Do you have a family here with you?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, you have a cheer squad.
And I haven't got that now. So my wife and kids are still back in Jakarta at the moment.
So you say you mainly run on the road. You don't really have much trail experience. Have you done any kind of specific training for this event?
Not really. I've done long runs, so I've been trying the last 2 or 3 weeks at the weekend to get in, like a 20-25k run. But it's been pretty much flat with tiny bits of uphill, so I'm not going to be ready for the up bit.
Okay.
No. Hopefully I'll be ready for the flat.
I don't know if there's a lot of flat on this race. I personally haven't checked the trail myself.
It looks from the aspect thing I was sent, it looked like there was a fair bit of what wasn't too steep anyway. So I'll run those bits, and we'll see when we get to the big up.
That's good. So we have a cutoff time for this event. What are you expecting to do? Do you have a target for yourself, or?
I don't know really. It's never fun. I'm not one of those people who has fun when they're running. I always love it afterwards. When I finish, I'm pleased, but it kind of hurts me when I run. So
we'll be there to catch your face.
Thank
tomorrow.
You. Well, when I finish, I'll be really happy with it, and I actually am looking forward to. Even though I know that's the painful bit, going up that mountain and being on the top of there. That'd be kind of fun. And they're coming down as well, yeah, but I think I go through a lot of pain when I do these, as I'm sure we all do.
Yes, yeah. Well, stay safe out there, don't get hurt. And we're glad you could be part of this, 2020, 19 and 20 as well. They've been pretty hard years for events like this. So
yeah.
We're happy to host this event, and we're actually happy to have runners coming and joining us for this.
Yeah, it's great for me. I haven't been an organised run, I think, probably for like 4 years, so for a year or two before COVID as well, so very much looking forward to it being done.
Well, thank you very much for coming, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you, cheers, nice to see you.
latest commercial of Uglo, one of the main sponsors of the Asia Trailmaster Champions Series for several years. And Uglo has just come out with a new collection, and it's a winter collection. It's actually maybe not so useful for most of these Southeast Asian countries. But nevertheless, if you climb mountains in Indonesia that go over 2,000 meters, it can also get quite chilly there. Mark is also back here in the meantime. You can see the...
Ayo. Hello.
But you can see it's quite runnable.
It's a runnable trail.
Yeah. And, let me see. In the meantime, yeah, we have new inputs coming in now from camera 2 and also from camera 1. So here we are with the first camera. Mark will be leaving us for a minute because he is looking for a headset. And that's why you're hearing me double sometimes. And this is again coming down, I believe, from the summit of Gunung Batur. Fantastic image.
Excellent job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay!
Ayo.
Hey. It's better here. Music.
And it's warm too. You can have a steam bath here. See?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, benar juga.
Sorry. I'm in the runner's way. No. Not a good thing to be in the runner's way. Oh.
Quite a few runners now coming down from Gunung Batur. Fantastic images that we got here. These are images shot by Santosh Vazan. And you can see the trail. It's a single trail. You need to be concentrated while you go down, but it's quite runnable. It gets a bit more rocky towards the end, if I remember correctly. And I think what we're seeing now is Santosh going down the mountain himself. So we get a bit of an idea of what the competitors this morning have to, what they have to do.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Semangat. Well done. Come on. Not much more. Hey, ayo. Hey.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, Mark, you're back on air.
Right.
Yeah,
Cool.
so great images we got here. Several runners together.
Halo. Apa kabar? Jalan, ayo. Semangat.
Semangat. More motivation. Keep on going. What they said.
Obviously, Santos is walking in the
Hello.
opposite direction, and that's how we can see many of the participants
Semangat.
coming
Setengah
down.
jalan. Only halfway to go.
And that's correct. These runners still have roughly halfway to go in this 30k trail race, while the leaders, the front runners, they are approaching the finish line. We are 3 hours into the race, so indeed we should be expecting the race winner to come in
That's the most colorful guy. Come on.
very soon.
Semangat.
The most colorful guy. I have a start list here next to me, but if you cannot see the number bits clearly, it's also difficult to identify them.
Luar biasa.
So another runners keep on coming and descending towards Mount Batur. Oh. So it's a bit foggy there. Huh? You
Semangat,
can see most of
semangat.
the view, but you can see the trail here. It's a bit muddy.
Ya. Apa kabar?
But runnable.
Lagi Sana, nggak bisa lihat karena
Yeah,
tutup.
here we have Heru Prabowo. He is the organizer of the Mantra Summit Challenge, one of the classic
gimana
races
rasanya?
in the Asia Trail Master Series.
Bagus. Pak Heru ya. So Pak Heru gives his endorsement for the race. He really loves it. He's enjoying it.
Enjoying it, organized well, managed well, and beautiful scenery.
Excellent.
notch.
Good luck, Pak. Stay
Yeah.
safe. Ya.
Okay.
Hati-hati.
And that was top notch, he said. Right, Mark? Mark, have you ever visited the Mantra Summit Challenge in
It's always
Malang?
here to good. I mean,
No, I wish so, Chris, due to this
but
COVID,
dyslexia.
or else I'll be
It's always
there.
good to hear good reviews. People enjoying themselves.
They said the trails
here
are
we
very
have one of the
scenic,
local
very
runners from
beautiful, I'll
BTR.
tell you.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Pak Juri.
Mantra Summit Challenge is definitely one of the most beautiful races in terms of scenery. That is a pure mountain race. It's very technical, and you go up to 3,300 meters. It's the hometown also of Shinny Patricia. She's actually part of the organizing team there, together with Heru Prabowo, who is the race director, and Ivan Chitraya. And Hiro, as you can see, he is also a trail runner himself, so he knows what he's doing. He's also organizing a lot of smaller races in central Java, in around his home city of Malang. Smaller races to develop young and aspiring trail runners in the area there. So it's a very nice community project in a way.
Well done. Come on, you're almost at the summit.
They started from this Malang Trail running group, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah,
So
correct.
that's how they are growing bigger and bigger. And then, just to let you know, our Malaysian runners here are always eyeing for this MSC 115 trail event. They said this is one of their wish lists to run in Indonesia.
That is correct, yeah. I still remember a couple of years ago, I think it's not so long ago, actually, it might have been 2019, that Tahira, for example, also traveled to Malang for this race, and she brought along several dozens of Malaysian runners.
Yep.
Milton Amat, I believe, was also, yeah, he won that race. Indeed, he won the last edition of Mantra Summits, of course. And now that I remember it, Milton Amat from Sabah, he delivered an astonishing performance in that race. He finished almost 4 hours ahead of number 2, which was Hisashi Kitamura. So that just shows you how technical that race was. And when it gets very technical, very mountainous, Milton Amat, of course, is in his prime.
Yes.
Mark, while we speak of Milton Amat, I can see him sometimes on Strava. He's obviously still training a lot. Do you know if he will take part in MMTF?
For now, I didn't hear any news about him.
He's an imposter.
What I can hear maybe is Jess. I think Jess running MMTF. I'm not sure. I need to reconfirm about this. But they said some elite runners from Sabah will be running MMTF lah. For Milton Ahmad, I'm not sure yet.
You guys feeling good overall?
Yeah. I was told that not Jess, but Adelina, her sister, would be running MMTF.
Sorry, my bad.
That's the
Yeah,
latest
it's
I knew,
Adelina.
but this is already a few weeks ago. Maybe things have changed in the meantime as well.
Yeah.
And also from Borneo, from Sabah, also Wilson Singing would be coming to
Wilson
MMTF,
singing, yeah.
who was the up-and-coming talent, right, in 2019.
Yes.
Winner of Ultra Trail Chiang Rai in Thailand, the 230
Yeah,
race.
it's a potential, I tell you. Even though the borders are closed, but I tell you, the local runners here who will be running an MMTF is huge. I tell you, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. And we're back for the finish of the Batur Trail Challenge here with
Also finishing line.
Timo Gilbert. Timo Gilbert on the way to winning this first official edition of this race, the BTR Challenge. It's going to be about 3 hours and 10 minutes. Still running well. Apparently Vincent forgot his gym ball. So it's a bit shaky, but we are very grateful that we have this footage.
Yes.
Still going a bit uphill. As we discussed earlier in this broadcast, Timo has been improving ever since he began trail running in the last 3-4 years. And from a top 10 runner, he became a podium runner, and now he's also turning into a race winner. It's not his first victory in Indonesia, but it's, I believe, his first victory, or maybe his second victory. He might have won Ijin as well, Ijin 70k a few years ago. So I think it's his second victory under the ATM banner. Timo Kilbert wins the Batur Trail Challenge 30k. Let's see if we can also get a flash interview with him.
Yes. Awesome.
3 hours 10 minutes. Here he is.
Okay.
Clearly marked though, the stuff, obviously.
Yep.
It is hard.
So what's your time?
3 hours.
3 hours 2 minutes.
Wow.
Great.
He might have started in another wave, I don't know exactly.
Man, that was a lot faster than I thought.
Me too.
No,
I was surprised to see you coming every time I was...
half I was going with Michio,
Michio.
the fast marathoner.
Yes.
That one don't want to stop. It was pushing at the moment. So I just hang on for
Stay with him. And then in the climb.
Yeah, well, he's a road guy.
Yeah, so in the climb he struggled.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky to put like a little gap on him.
Yeah, well, a little gap. You know, in Chulali you were at least 4 or 5 minutes ahead of him.
Yeah, well, there's up and the downhill.
Yeah. And now I saw him just when I left. I think he's at least 6 or 7 minutes behind you.
Everybody gets tired towards the end.
Good job, mate.
Earlier this year he also did Everesting in this area, as I mentioned before. So he lives in Bali already, I believe, for more than 10 years, maybe even 15 years. So he's well aware of the area here. So it's kind of a home victory.
That's
maybe
where
even.
it's coming from.
And that is
That's where
indeed-
it's coming from.
That is where the runners are coming from.
He did a loop all around that mountain in just above 3 hours.
Yeah, that's an average speed of 10 kilometers per hour.
And the start.
Yeah, and here we see
Yes.
the second place runner, a couple of minutes behind Timo Kilbert. It will be roughly 10 minutes in the end, and it's one of the Japanese competitors.
How are you feeling? Tough race. Yes. What happened, you know, during the climb? You were keeping up with Timo very well. And then the climb was a little bit hard. Yeah. Timo was strong. He said he tried to push before, but you were coming back and coming back and coming back. So he decided to wait until the climb. So Timo time is 3 hours and 2 minutes. You are something like 15 minutes behind. Yeah. Yeah, amazing finish from him, you know. But still, you know, I think the other competitors are far behind, you know. So it's still a very, very good time. You're going to be in 3 hours, 20 minutes.
And I heard next year, this BTS will be a series of the Asian Trail Master, right?
Yes.
So next year I will come back here
Yes.
to beat Timo.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the spirit we want. Thank you very much. Yes.
That's what we
Yes.
like to hear, of course.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now remaining a little bit more to the finish. Michio, our second finisher from Japan. A very good time of 2 hours, 3 hours, around 20 minutes. Here he is.
Michio Yoneda. Second place in the Batur Trail Running Challenge behind Timo Kilbert, and he's doing the trademark trademark finishing move of the late Ando, who unfortunately passed away 2 years ago already, I believe, or was it last year? So the pumping in front of the finish line was a trademark finishing move of another Japanese runner who, a bit mysteriously passed away last year from a heart attack, I believe it was, or cardiac arrest, age 47, so still very young. There's a large Japanese trail running community in Jakarta, and Michio Yoneda is the latest one to score great success.
Oh, I just knew that.
Monas, yeah, exactly, that is the name of the club, and that's Timo with Yoneda together. Fuminori Kondo is also belonging to that community, to the Japanese running club, and also Asuka Nakajima, who used to be based in Jakarta and was one of the protagonists in the female championship in 2019. And here we have the third competitor in the finish.
Thank you. Mantra akhirnya. Oh, kalian reuni ya di sini ya? Iya benar ya.
That is Mika Tanujaya.
Foto.
Mika Tanujaya is third in this BPR challenge 30K today. And it's also a new name for me, Mika Tanujaya. So he must be Indonesian, first Indonesian finisher.
So a local Indonesian race finisher podium. Wow.
So we have a very international podium. We have a German, we have a Japanese, and we have an Indonesian. And we know Timo. I think Yoneda has taken part in Asia Trail Master competitions before, but Tanujaya is a new name for me. It's great to see that we have some new faces also in the Indonesian trail running scene coming forward now. Yusuf Aprian, as I mentioned before, is a DNS due to a wedding ceremony that is going to take place in a few days, I believe. So he decided not to travel to Bali. Let's see how it is.
He said from Manta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a very tough finish line here uphill, and it seems to be very steep. With bib number 128, we have, I think,
Freda from Mantra. Mantra takes position 3 and 5. And Japan takes position
Freda Wardana.
Freda Wardana.
Yes.
Took 5th place.
A128.
3 jam 26 menit, 3 jam 25 menit.
Pelari keempat.
We also have with 143, we just missed that in 4th place. Look up his name as well, and that is Fuminori Kondo from Japan. So he took 4th place.
Well done, mate. Great job. Number 10. Number 10.
Et tu vois, c'était du pipeau que arrive, il a fait
What is your
Aujourd'hui, il a dû
My opinion is it was absolutely spectacular. Thank you for hosting it. What an amazing venue, amazing support, brilliant organisation, and lots of friends here as well. So thank you.
Okay. On behalf of the government of Indonesia, I would like to say thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Terima kasih.
Okay. So hi guys, we are here with Michio.
Yes.
He's a Japanese guy. He finished second. So what was your time?
It's around 3 hours and 40 minutes.
14 minutes.
Little
Yeah.
bit behind Timo.
Yeah, 12 minutes behind Timo, you know. So, but he was fighting hard all the way, you know. So they were together all the way until the bottom of Batur. And then Timo told me, you know, he was trying to get ahead of him, you know, but Ishio wasn't letting him. So Timo finally accelerated in the uphill, and he was just behind. So
Just a little behind, yes.
yeah. So tell me, so you live in Jakarta?
Yes, yes.
You're road runner?
Yes, normally I'm trained in Jakarta in
Yeah.
stadium.
Okay.
So not a mountain.
Not mountain. Okay. So what do? You do half marathon, marathon. What you like to run?
My specialty is especially for marathon.
Marathon.
42 kilometers.
What is your time for marathon?
When I was young, I could run 2 hours 37 minutes.
Wow,
Yes,
amazing.
thank you.
Very good.
But that was 10 years ago. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, you know.
I'm getting older.
Yeah, we're all getting older. So how did you find the race? You know, did you enjoy the race?
Yes, so normally I don't run trail race not so often, but today in this PTR it's quite good to race because this beautiful mountain, beautiful lake, and on the top of the mountain I could see some clouds on the bottom, so that's
Yeah.
very nice.
The weather was good at the top.
Yes.
We got really lucky. You know.
Not so hot.
Not
Very
so hot.
good.
Yeah, now it's hot.
Yes.
No, trust me, it's very hot. So congratulations again, you know, for this second position. You know, we are very happy, you know, for you to come and join us. So you told me on the way at the finish, you know, that next year it's going to be a Nottingham race,
Yes.
and you will come back and beat Timo.
Yes. Next year this race will be
So next year there will probably be a 30k and a 55 or 65k.
okay.
Okay, and that will be probably, we're still talking about it, it could be the final race of the Asia Trail Master Series. Okay, so you will have to join all the other Asia Trail Master Series if you want to fight for the final.
Yes, so next year, as much as I can, I want to join ATM series.
Yes.
So what is the first race? Tafura. We will have
Taura is
Tafura.
Taura is one in January, so it's next month, you know. So yeah, it's one fast and short race.
Okay.
And after you have many other races, you know. I don't have the calendar exactly, you know. I'm sure Chris will have this. There is some few races in Malaysia.
Please.
Yeah, some few races in Hong Kong, in China, in Korea, and in Japan also. I think there is a couple in Japan. Hopefully, with the pandemic, everything's going to be alright. So, but we will be very happy to see you again next year.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming, and congratulations, you know, for your podium. It was a very good race.
Thank you. See you in ATM 2022.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. That was perfect. Okay, here we are with Cindy Patricia. She is the number 2 female in BTR 30 km. First race ever in Bali. And second race ever in Bali. Cindy, bagaimana race-nya hari ini?
Keren. Rutenya bagus. Udara juga hari ini cerah. Marking juga jelas banget. Nggak ada nyasar.
Nggak ada nyasar. Bagus.
Dan rutenya bisa dilariin, jadi benar-benar kita menikmati lah rutenya.
Ya.
Naik, turun, ya.
Ini trail, asli trail.
Ya, betul.
Oke, bagus. Kita senang sekali ya kamu datang ke sini. Kamu baru datang dari Lombok ya?
Ya,
Naik
Rinjani.
Rinjani ya. So pasti capek ya, kasihan. So selama beberapa tahun kamu cedera dengan lutut. Kamu baru mulai belum 100% dengan lututnya. Tapi naik gunung-gunung terus. Rencananya untuk ke depan mau ikut lomba? Apa rencanamu?
Ke depan tetap ikut lomba, cuman mungkin mengurangi, dalam arti mungkin ultranya dikurangi, lebih ke race yang lebih pendek gitu. Ya seperti ini 30 kilo, mungkin 50 kilo better lah. Gitu, ya.
Daripada 100,
Betul,
di atas 100 ya.
Karena bisa lebih menikmati dan badan juga tidak terlalu capek.
Tidak terlalu capek ya. Nah, bagus. Kalau pendek saya harus lari kencang, so saya lebih capek. Kalau panjang saya bisa santai, tidak terlalu capek. Oke, so sekarang pulang ke Malang.
Selasa.
Selasa. So menikmati Bali sedikit.
Iya, Gunung Agung.
Gunung Agung.
Ya, tomorrow.
Besok naik
Iya.
Gunung Agung. Aduh, lebih parah daripada narkoba ya.
Iya.
Jadinya sudah ada rencana Taura mau ikut?
Aura belum.
Belum.
dulu ya.
Belum dulu.
Ya, mungkin awal tahun belum.
Awal tahun
Iya,
belum,
kan.
santai aja
Iya,
dulu.
santai.
Istirahat sebentar.
Betul.
Karena habis naik gunung banyak sekali, sedikit lomba, istirahat
Iya.
sebentar.
Ya, dan tahun depan mungkin saya lebih banyak untuk naik gunung, eksplor gunung-gunung yang bukan saya.
Oh, oke. Rencana yang mana yang kamu mau naik?
Mungkin daerah Sumatera.
Sumatera?
Ya, dan Kalimantan.
Kalimantan? Mau ke Malaysia?
Mungkin.
Mungkin.
sometime.
Mantap tunggu ya. Oke, bagus. So terima kasih datang untuk terima kasih banyak untuk datang ke eventnya kami. Kita terhormat sekali, kamu senang sekali. Tidak ada yang nyasar, tidak ada yang cedera ya, tidak ada yang cedera ya.
Tidak ada.
Tidak ada.
Tidak ada.
Alhamdulillah. Semuanya aman ya. So
Ya,
terima kasih
aman.
untuk datang. Terus kita harap tahun depan kamu bisa ikut lagi ya.
I hope so ya.
Ya.
Mudah-mudahan.
Kasih.
Ya, congrats
Terima kasih.
juga. Oke.
Bye bye.
What is it like to trail run in Bali? Well, it's a bit bumpy like this. You occasionally have a lot of motorcycles and not people. But then you get some spectacular views like this. You also get to run down volcanic ash and twisted gravel. So yeah, this is what trail running in Bali is like. Happy feet. Say that it's a good run again.
It was a great run. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Tough.